Magazine cover layout tips created by agricultural communicators of tomorrow at The Ohio State University. Before you jump in the design aspect of your magazine cover, you want to make sure that you take a few moments to plan out your magazine cover in advance. You want to make sure that you create a focus point that is going to draw your reader's eyes throughout the entire cover. And at the same time, you want to make sure that you include the necessary components on your magazine cover. A great tool to use when you're deciding on your layout is grids because it helps you maintain an organized structure. You also want to consider a color scheme. Colors help to create style and appeal, and it's important that you use colors that don't clash and that really go together well, because not only do they help bring attention to certain things on your cover, it overall creates a higher level of appeal for those who do view your cover. A great tool to use is a color wheel because they help you decide what colors go best just by simply viewing them. It's important to take the time to think about the topography of your cover as you go along as well. You may need to make sure that what you choose is easy to read and at the same time brings attention to the things that you want viewers to read first, which would be your more important text. So a few examples are on the right. The top is obviously really hard to read because of the font and the color compared to the background, whereas the bottom one, it's black, which contrasts with the white background, and it's bolded, so it's really easy for someone to read. Photos can be really valuable when it comes to creating your cover, but it's important to follow a few guidelines when you use them. You need to ensure that the photo that you choose to use is relevant to your cover story or the magazine that you're creating a cover for. And at the same time, make sure that you use a photo that's going to grab attention but not be too much for those who view your cover and take away from everything else that you've placed on it. This is a great example of a good layout for a magazine from the FFA New Horizons magazine, whose target audience is FFA members. It includes all of the necessary components for a magazine cover. It includes a focal point that draws your eyes throughout the rest of the cover. All of the type is visible and easy to read. The color scheme is consistent throughout the cover. The more important text and more important cover lines are larger than the others. The cover lines all apply to the readers because they are FFA members, and all of these apply. And at the same time, the photo is relevant and is nicely blended into the background. So we hope that these tools can really help you as you progress throughout the Agricultural Communication CDE and work towards creating your own magazine cover.